Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Glenn Close has returned to Broadway in her iconic Tony Award-winning role of silent screen star Norma Desmond in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Sunset Boulevard. And we're here on opening night to celebrate with the company. I can finally say it, welcome to Broadway. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels sensational. I can't believe it. This is not my life. It's brilliant.
It's your debut. We spoke at that meet and greet at the Palace, which seemed like weeks away, and you were like, my debut is still weeks away. What was today like for you?
Like that. I mean, I did have to keep stopping in the wings, you know, really taking it all in, because it's so easy just to sort of look to the finish line, got that scene done, you know. But I just had to remind myself exactly how phenomenal my life was today. And it really was phenomenal in so many ways.
It's got to be so hard because you want to stay like in your role, but like, oh my God, I'm making my Broadway debut opposite Glenn Close in Sunset Boulevard for Andrew Lloyd Webber.
I know. Yeah, that thought, exactly. Well, the good thing is, in a way, that I am not actually on stage with Glenn for much of the time, so I get to sit and watch her and really appreciate how phenomenal she is. But yeah, there were times on stage when I was kind of going, oh, this is my life, this is crazy.
Playing Betty and singing this incredible score, what it means to you?
Oh, well, I mean, Andrew Lloyd Webber's music I have always adored. And then you add that to the idea of being on Broadway, and it is everything. Everything a musical theatre female would ever want to do. Singing Andrew's stuff on Broadway. It doesn't get much better than that.
And singing your duet with Michael Xavier.
I love Michael Xavier. He's gorgeous in every way. He's just the best guy to act with. And he's just really generous and lovely. So, yeah, I mean, singing a duet with him is always going to be a dream.
It was like the three co-stars from London are all making your debuts. Did you all talk today? Like, oh my God, we're doing it?
No, we did. There were like the text messages going back and forth, and we'd stop in like the substage in the corridors and be like, this is amazing, oh my God. Yeah.
So when you took your bow tonight, debut, Palace Theatre, Sunset Boulevard, do you remember what you were thinking?
Well, I almost cried at one point, and I thought, no, I can't, because I'm going out, and this is not a good look for me. There were almost tears. It's just very moving, and I'm so grateful.
What is it like returning to Broadway in Sunset Boulevard?
It's fantastic, and the Palace Theatre is where I made my Broadway debut with Beauty and the Beast in 1998, and I had done it in Toronto. I'm originally from Canada, and I had no dreams of Broadway until I got the call. So to walk back into the Palace Theatre after, how many years was it? Like 18 years. I'm old, but I'm invigorated.
Call it dapper.
Yes, thank you. And I'm invigorated. And Glenn Close, I mean, just being able to be on stage with her, we get to stand there and watch her sing as if we never said goodbye, and it's amazing. And what a treat.
I watched you last night in the show, and I said you have these incredible, tender moments that you have with her, with the fur and like standing there right by her chair watching her sing. I'm like, oh my God, what's going through his mind?
Well, I'm like, does she know my name? I think she knows my name. And also, it's this mink that I help her with is about 7 feet long, and we never had it to work with in the room. So the first time we used it, I'm like, oh God, let me get this on right. And it was like 4 feet off the chair. All I care about is getting that mink on her correctly. And hopefully that internally she's not cursing me my name.
Well, I can finally say it. Welcome to Broadway, my friend. Tonight is the night. How do you feel?
Thank you, Richie. I feel amazing. Amazing. It's surreal and it's incredible, and I just feel a combination of amazing happiness and amazing gratitude.
What was today like for you? Because it's nothing like the day leading up to the debut. Could you sleep? Like, what did you do today?
Well, the strange thing was, in London we have a one night, which is we call it the press night, where all the press come and we have our opening night at the same time. So we apparently had all our press in yesterday. So it kind of took the pressure off tonight. It was just much more a celebration, and we just knew that, you know, it's friends and family out there, and, you know, people in the industry who are just there because they love, you know, the show itself, and they love the people on stage, and so the atmosphere was just so warm and friendly, and you know, so I wasn't really that nervous. Yeah.
What's it like sharing the stage with Glenn Close?
I mean, it's such a cliche, but it's a dream come true. It really is. She's one of the best actresses in the world of all time, and I get to be this close to her every night. You know, seeing the subtlety of her performance. It's different every night. It's exciting. We're always keeping each other on our toes, and she's so generous as well as a performer and as a human beings. It's just, we've become great friends, and it's a dream. It is.
And playing this great role of Joe and singing this score.
Oh yeah, I mean, I used to sing Sunset Boulevard in my bedroom when I was a teenager, and I never dreamed I get to do it on Broadway. It's ridiculous. I'm continually pinching myself and just thinking, how did I end up here? It's amazing.
You all started a small little run in London, never dreaming it would come here to Broadway, and here you are at the Palace, and it's opening night.
I know, it's mad. To get the opportunity to do it in London for 5 weeks was incredible. To get to repeat that to a new audience here in New York, the audiences have been amazing. Because this response has just been incredible. It's just like, it's a double whammy, and I'm just counting my lucky stars.
So when you took your bow tonight, Broadway debut, Palace Theater, do you remember what you were thinking?
I was thinking, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Every time I went down. Yeah, it was just breathtaking.
So when I spoke to you at the Palace during our meet and greet, your debut was weeks away, and now it's here. What was today like for you leading up to the performance?
Oh, nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking. But, yeah, I mean, just the response from the audience makes it all work,
It's been that way through the entire run, hasn't it? It's like a Broadway rock concert.
I know, it's ridiculous, and you pinch yourself and you go, really? But yeah, I mean, I guess the continuous response makes it so amazing.
I have to tell you, I had an out-of-body experience last night sitting at the Palace Theater watching you return to Broadway.
Thank you. I mean, I'm glad. I hope you came back to your body.
I saw you 4 times in the original production, and just what you do in this new production is absolutely amazing. How much fun are you having with Norma this time?
I'm having so much fun. It's joyous. And it's not just me. It's having my 3 British co-stars who I think are definitive in their roles, and we have an extraordinary ensemble. So the energy on stage with the orchestra, it's like, and then we have the audiences who have been responding incredibly and they are as important to the show as anything else. But I think of it as an honor to come back in a part like Norma, and a luxury, because there are very few parts written for women like Norma Desmond.
Been working with Lonnie Price, because it was Lonnie that sort of persuaded you to do this again, right?
Yes, I saw on video what he did with Sweeney Todd, and I saw Company, and he is supremely talented, and I think he has rethought this show in a way that has transformed it. And I mean, all the bones were there, obviously, but what he has done to it makes it beyond.
And just singing this beautiful score again, what it means to you?
It means a lot to me because I sing it better now than I did all those years ago. And I've learned how to sing in those, in these years since. So I can kind of revel in it more than I was able to before.
You talked about the audience. I don't know the last time I was at a Broadway show. From the very second, the connection between all of you and the audience. But as soon as the lights go down, I mean, you must feel all of that.
I do, yeah.
So my final question is, back on Broadway at the Palace Theater, when you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
I'm just grateful. Gratitude. I mean, gratitude for the response, gratitude to be able to do what I love to do, gratitude for the people around me. Just thankful. I mean, it's like Shakespeare where they always thank the audience. I feel that. I feel like I want to thank them. I want to thank them for being there, and I want to thank them for being part of our process on that particular night.
I don't want to be alone. That's all in the past. This world's waited long enough. I've come home at last. And this time will be bigger and brighter than we knew it. So watch me fly. We all know I can do it. Could I stop my hand from shaking? Has there ever been a moment
fool.